I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, I'm not sure if you're sick of hearing about the football. But I just wanted to share a little message, and it was regarding the football, because it really helps us understand how our minds work and how we experience our reality. Now, when I work with my clients and when I work with sisters who might be suffering from anxiety or depression or stress or problems with their husbands or their children or their in-laws or their friends, whoever it may be, we spend a lot of time working on understanding where our experience actually comes from. Now, the football match was a really good example to illustrate how our experience is created. Now, what do I mean by that? On one side, we had absolute elation from the Italian side. And on the other side, we had absolute heartbreak, understandably, right? What a way to go. But it was the same game, the same time, the same moment, the same players, the same game. Two people can watch, and yet two people can have completely different experiences. Now, why is that? And it might be really obvious to you why that is. Well, it's not just the fact that they're supporting one team and the other person is supporting the other team. It's their perspective, right? It's your perspective that will decide on which way you experience or you feel about the end result. Now, why is this critical? Because when we understand that it's my experience and it's my perspective creating my experience, we realize that it's not the circumstance. It's not what's going on outside of me that's creating my experience, although it really looks like it and really feels like it. Because if the outside was creating my experience, then everybody would be feeling the same way about yesterday's match, Italians and English. But that's not the case. It's different because they both had different perspectives. Now, how is that important, and how does that relate to the work I do? Well, your perspective is everything. Whatever lens you're looking at your circumstance through will dictate what experience you're getting. Now, why is this so powerful? Why is this empowering? Why is this refreshing? Because then I'm not dependent on the circumstance to change. I am relying on my own perspective, which is in my own control. So the ball's back in your court. It's up to you how you experience your reality. You're not a victim to your circumstance. You're not, bound by your external circumstances. It is 100% the way you are seeing that circumstance. And that could be the difference between a lifelong experience of depression, lifelong experience of anxiety, lifelong problems, we're in your marriage, with your children. It could be the change that creates a completely different life for you. So I hope hearing about football didn't bore you once again, or didn't bring back memories that you sort of want to forget, whatever way you are choosing to think about the match. But what I really wanted to get on and say here is the ball's in your court. So how are you going to play the game of life? That's all from me, Dr. Amina, with hope in mind. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.